Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning and I've just arrived in Birmingham. Took a train from Cambridge this morning and I'm here for a 2-day medical technology conference, and tomorrow at 11 o'clock I'm going to be giving a talk about how to build apps using a medical app that I've helped work on as like a case study. This should be quite exciting. I've never really been to a big one of these conferences. I've been to a few in the past, and honestly I'm not sure how I feel about medtech conferences generally, just because a lot of it seems fairly hand-wavy and kind of people talking about how amazing medtech is but not actually doing anything in medtech. But I hope this one will be different, because it seems like the speaker lineup is pretty good. It seems like there are people who have made like awesome companies within medtech, hopefully giving practical advice and some insights about what they've learnt along the way. And then yeah, my talk is going to be fairly basic, fairly kind of aimed at a broad audience about how to build apps, because I think that's something that loads of people are into but a lot of people don't really know how to do. But yeah, just chilling in Birmingham city centre at the moment, trying to find this international convention centre. Let's have a look around. Alright, so we've just had the morning session where they were chatting, perhaps unsurprisingly, about technology-enabled care, and there were a few like keynote speakers, including like a teleconference type talk from one of the ministers from Scotland, who's in the Scottish government. That was quite interesting. Now we've got this half-an-hour break where we're all just kind of roaming around, watching these exhibition stands, having free refreshments. Well, they weren't free. I think tickets to this conference are about 500 quid, but I managed to get in for free, which is quite cheeky and quite exciting. I think at some point today I want to make it my mission to visit all of the exhibitors and see kind of what technology solutions they're providing to healthcare. But I get the impression that a lot of it is kind of focused at selling to businesses rather than selling to consumers, so I'm not sure how relevant it'll be. I met these two very interesting people over lunch. One of them was a lady who's from Nigeria and was in the UK doing her MBA, which she's just finished. And her plan is to go back to Nigeria and set up like a service for care of the elderly, which apparently is something that's quite lacking in Nigeria. At the moment, the only things there are like private solutions, which are mega expensive. But what she was doing is that she wants to do some kind of technology thing to improve care of the elderly. Her mum died last year with dementia, and she said that the care that she received in the healthcare system there wasn't really up to scratch. So she and her sister want to do better. So she came to the UK to do an MBA, and is now going back to Nigeria, and she was quite inspiring, really. Now, the afternoon talks seem a little bit dead, to be honest. They're all kind of aimed at industry experts and people who are actually kind of buying healthcare solutions for their companies and for their patients. So I'm just going to sit in the local Starbucks. This is a Starbucks in the convention centre, actually, and it's quite nice. And I'm just going to sit here and work because we've got finals coming up, and I should probably do a little bit of work for the situational judgment test. But yeah, it's been a pretty great day so far. Might go back in for a few talks later, and then I'm going to hang out with my cousins this evening. Later. Day 2. Alright, we're back for day 2 of the conference. We've got a few talks in the morning in the main room, and then I'm going to be giving my talk in about 2 hours' time.
Everybody, I'm going to introduce now Ali Abdal. He's going to give us a presentation on how anyone can make an app, which I know I'm pretty interested in, so I'm going to be watching intently, so thank you. Cheers, Ali.
My name is Ali. I'm a final year medical student at Cambridge University, and I also like to make apps and websites on the side. And this is going to be a talk kind of aimed at people who are sort of fairly familiar with computers but perhaps have never really coded their own thing. They might be interested in the idea of maybe making their own app one day. So yeah, thank you very much. Alright guys, so that's the talk finished. If I'm honest, it was a little bit pointless because there were only like 5 or 6 people in the audience. It clashed with one of the main talks in the main theatre. But I suppose that's the case with these sorts of things. When you're given these opportunities to do stuff, I find that it's good to just kind of say yes to them, because you never really know whether it's going to be useful or not. This objectively wasn't very useful, but you know, I still managed to come to Birmingham, visited some family, took 2 days off placement, and got to make a vlog out of it, even if nothing else came from it. Although, like, even then, there were like six people in the audience. A few of them were taking avid notes when I was talking about how to build apps. So, yeah, maybe it's made a difference. Probably not, but hey, it was fun anyway. I think now I'm gonna get the free lunch and then head back to Cambridge.
Someone make this disappear. I'm having a crisis down here. And if I can't see you, I lose my mind. I like to be with you all my time.
Alright, finished with the conference for today. Heading towards Birmingham station to take the train back to Cambridge now. Met some cool guys over lunch. One of them runs this tech company which makes a platform for messaging patients, and they apparently exchange 20 million messages through their platform every month. That was cool. And there was this other guy who's launched at least like 20 different medical products and was talking about how it's pretty much second nature to him by now, and he was giving me some tips about this whole product development thing. So all in all, lunch was good, lunch was tasty. Now for the train back to Cambridge and back to reality. Alright friends, back in Cambridge, conference was over. That was quite good, I'm glad I did it. My talk, as you know, only like 4 people watched it, but hey, it was fine. It was a good conference, had a good time. Spent the night with my cousins in Birmingham, which was really cool. And I've now progressed onto the grade 2 sight reading book, which is very exciting. And I'm now gonna do some practice tonight, do some video editing, and then drive back to placement for tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.